Well, I wonder how square all my squares are. Alright, so many years ago, when I decided I wanted to start getting a little bit serious with the things I do, I realised I needed a good square. So I went and bought this square. This is a Stanley square. It cost me $40 Australian. Seemed like a good thing at the time. It's got a bit of rust on it, but where I used to live had that sort of atmosphere, so there's not too much I can do about that. But I've always just kind of assumed it was square. So I was watching some YouTube videos on cheap squares, and I see that the way to test them is to draw a line with them and then flip them over and draw another line. So you can see by that, Stanley, she's pretty good. Now this here is an old Henry Boker. I don't know how to age them. I could probably do something by the way the trademark's written. You probably won't be able to see it on the screen there. But anyway. Right, and it is nowhere near square. There is a lot of grime in the groove there, and I can't actually move it. There we go, so I'll do a bit of work on that one, see if I can make it any better. I believe this is another Boker, just a normal square. I saw the name on it somewhere the other day. I just can't spot it right now, but we'll give it a try. Yep, so she's a good one. Then we have old Silex. You can see that one's a fraction out. And you have here an older Master. Yeah, and he's... Oh. I'm going to have to try that again. I might not have had it lined up properly. Yeah, well, that one's not too bad. And this is, I believe, an FHP. And that one's pretty darn good too. So we had the one that was not right and the original one I tried, so I'm just going to give that a bit of a clean up and we'll see if we can make him any better. Okay, so I've had a bit of a play with this. I managed to loosen that off. I've cleaned out the groove here and just kick that back up the way it needed to go. So it's pretty good there now. However, every time I have to move that along there, I will need to double check it just to make sure it's right. So, I mean, I don't think that's too bad a result. A lot of these things were my father's, or I've picked them up at garage sales. They're all obviously quite old. So the fact that most of them have held their shape is pretty good. I think, I mean, this one here, which I would still call a modern tool, would have to be 20 years old. So, yeah. I think I'll just be in the habit of double checking them before I use them every time now, just to make sure. So, anyway, it was an interesting thing, and yeah, you might want to check yours out. Thank you.